How are you guys doing today? It is me, Canon Mikho, aka Ocean Crash, with another video. And today, for Before We Work, we're gonna review the upcoming Fallout 76 patch notes that they're doing right now in maintenance. And I'm gonna give my opinion on them and a few other things. Just talk about and discuss a little bit of what they're doing. I believe it's December 16th for the next update. So this patch is patch 1 of 2. The second patch is coming in 2 weeks after today. So I believe the 18th. And yeah, so within this patch they were trying to address a lot of the issues that has been surrounding the Fallout 76 community. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So this was released November 30th, and it's running now December 4th. It's currently 10 a.m. So it says, our latest patch for Fallout 76 will bring an increase to maximum stash storage, additional performance and stability improvements, and balance changes and many bug fixes to the game. So let's scroll down and take a look. Nice picture, by the way. Scroll down and take a look at the notes. It says, our latest patch for Fallout 76 will bring an increase. I already read that. They have a Vault article, which you can read now. The second update is coming December 11th. We're also planning to release another patch on December 11th that will improve some of the camps, special respecking, and more. So, if you're on Xbox, it's 10, or it's 1.0.2, PS4 1.0.2, PC 1.0.2. The downsize is approximately 3 gigabytes on consoles and 36 megabytes for PC. That's hysterical. Anyways, so this is going to be, let me take a look. Yeah, so this is specifically just today's update. Alright, because they had a different post before that was combining both of them, but no worries. This is general performance. It says PC frame rates are once again uncapped. However, reaching very high frame rates will no longer cause the movement speed to increase. This was originally fixed in November 19th patch. And then for stability, it says the Fallout 76 game client and servers have received additional stability improvements. I know they did a stability improvement last patch. I still get random disconnects from the chat, or from the game. I still get random everything from the game. I just get random stuff, happens to me all the time. And the most common bug I get, it's the only one that I would say is frustrating to me, is I get randomly DC'd all the time. Not even all the time, really. It's sometimes it's back to back, sometimes it's not. And from what I'm aware of, it's not even the game servers. It's someone abusing a bug that causes the server to crash. So from my understanding, it's more so of a bug rather than a game stability. So I'm assuming that solution we're gonna find down here in bug fixes, which is behind my guy. So you guys can't see it, it's below balance, but it's literally, oh, it's not capturing my cursor. It's capturing my highlights. Oh, it is good. Oh, it is capturing my cursor. Hey. Yeah, but it's right here. So yeah, so I don't really have any issues with PC frame rates. I'm running everything on ultra. I really don't. The only time is when a lot of monsters come my way, like a lot of ghouls or something like that. I don't lag. There's a delay. My frame rates stay the same, but there's just a delay. It's weird. It's like a slight delay that happens. So I'm assuming this might help it, the performance update. So we'll see. Yeah, stability. Again, pretty sure it's a bug abuse that's causing my DC. So I don't really, unless it's something else I don't realize. So overall, I think it's a good update for general. I think everything is going good so far. I think they've got some promising updates in the future, and for this update. So general so far, I like it. Moving on to camp crafting and workshops. So stash, maximum stash storage has increased by 50% to 600 pounds. This is conservative adjustment, and we plan to increase the storage cap further in the future once we verified this change cannot impact the stability of the game. Okay, so my opinion, the stash needs to be like 1,000, honestly. I like how they said this is conservative and they plan on increasing it in the future. I feel like they should, oops, sorry, I just slapped you guys. My opinion is you should be able to start off, this is how they should have made it in the beginning. that you should have a 400 stash storage, and you can go to a vendor and like buy stash storage increase amount tickets or plans, a plan to increase your storage amount to 600, 800, 1,000 cap. I think 1,000 is a great cap for end level. I also feel like it shouldn't be free. I feel like there should be some way in obtaining that 1,000 pound cap. For them to just straight out increase it to 600 pounds, I think it's nice, and I think it helps a lot of people end game. But I feel like it's too much to give people early game. I mean, I'm level 30, 31, and I struggle with 400. I was struggling with it at 200. My main problem is that I just had a lot of junk, and I had to remove all my materials to a cap of 150 quantity. So because I had so much, I really couldn't even have kept any of my weapons. I ended up selling and getting rid of all my weapons, most of my weapons, because they were taking up too much space and I had no clue what to do with them. And then with that, along with the junk, I even stopped storing any food. The only thing I store now is junk, like a weapon or two, a lot of fashion stuff, like, you know, clothes and stuff like that that weigh like 0.25 or 0.5 pounds. Yeah, and I store my bobbleheads, that's all. So, I mean, 600 pounds, I like it. I think we really needed it as a community. I think we really needed this 600 pound stash increase. I just wish they didn't give it away just like that. I feel like there should have been more ways to obtaining it. Get more interactive, include more goals in the game, like an achievement, if you will. Achievement diary, achievement journal. So some games have that. I just think it would have been nice to do that, but I'm okay with it. I like this change. I give this change a green thumbs up. I think it's a change that we needed. I think 400 was a terrible starting point. Well, I think it was a good starting point. It just was not a lot. It quickly filled up and became a nuisance. I was talking to this guy who was level 116, and he was telling me the only reason why he wears his power armor is to have the increased inventory size. And like, so like he was like, just the stash limit along with the increased inventory size is pain. And he's like, he's excited for the stash update. So that's a 116 again. So higher level, lower level, you get both opinions. But overall, I'm happy with this. I'm curious to see how they're gonna do this in the future. All right, moving on to balance. So for balance, it says enemies experience rewards for killing high level creatures has been reduced. I like this. So when I was in my power suit, my thing was I was in that golf field map. I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's a golf field. A bunch of higher level monsters spawn, a bunch, and I'm not joking with you. I had about 25 to 30 ghouls chasing me, and all I did was I ran to the nearest car and I shot both of them, and the cars exploded and killed all 30 ghouls. I'm not joking with you. I leveled up twice. They were high level ghouls. I was level 20 at the time, and I was just like, cool, but like I can abuse this. Like I can easily just switch servers and maybe they'll be miners or whatever. No, they're always ghouls. I could just abuse and just keep like, and I liked, it was cool that I leveled up twice, but I feel like this whole entire thing with doing that, it shouldn't be that easy to kill monsters. So I think a good fix around that, or enemies, a good fix around that is reducing the experience you get from killing high level creatures. So by a high level, I'm not sure if they mean the difference between your level and their level makes them a higher level, or they just mean above level 50. So I'm not really sure on the verbiage behind high level creatures, what it means. Bosses, fixed an issue affecting instance boss loot. Players should now correctly receive 2 to 4 items per boss depending on the creature's difficulty and level. So some bosses I kill, I literally get nothing. I literally get nothing. Some bosses I kill, I get about 4, I'm not joking, 14, sometimes like 20 pieces of loot. So I get a lot of loot killing some bosses. So I'm not sure if it's fixed now just 2 to 4 or if it's a minimum of 2 to 4. But I'm going to take this as it's written and say players should now correctly receive 2 to 4 items per boss. So 2 or 4 items per boss. I'm not sure if that's on top of the organic materials they already drop. So for example, if it was a boss Ragstead, they drop Ragstead meat as well as 2 to 4 items. I'm not sure if they're organic material that they drop, or like if a scorpion drops the scorpion sack. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's including that or if it's separate from that. So, but I'm curious to see how this looks. I think it's decent change. Not a fan, not a hater. So we'll see how that looks. Weapons. Automatic weapons have been increased by approximately 20% damage across the board. I really love this. I feel like I never use an automatic weapon. I feel like everyone uses shotgun. I feel like shotguns are the meta. I think after this update, shotguns will still be the meta. Automatic weapon. It doesn't specifically mention any scientific weapons. So I'm curious to see whether it's specifically bullet weapons, or what automatic weapons are classified in Fallout 76. I'm sure there's a definition somewhere in the game, but yeah, I'm curious to see what this is. Yeah. So PvP says weapon effects. Hitting another player with a cryo letter now applies a chilled, frosted, frozen status based on how many times they are hit. The duration of movement speed reductions applied by those effects have been significantly decreased. Alright, I like this. I think this is nice. I'm also not a huge PvPer at the moment. I don't think I will be. I'm not a huge PvPer guy, only in RuneScape really, as you guys might know. So I'm not really huge on that, but so far I like that. I like that they fixed this, you know, they adjusted it. So yeah, I'm okay with the PvP. Alright, bug fixes. It's a stability and performance. Sorry, my phone. Stability and performance. It says console. Fix an issue that could cause the player to encounter an infinite loading screen when signing out of their console account while playing Fallout 76. Nice. Good bug fix. Xbox addressed a crash that could occur and sending multiple team invites immediately after exiting the Fallout 76 to a player who is not a friend. What? So you're telling me people who like intentionally just enter the Vault 76 and leave right away just to send people invites that would cause them to crash? I'm confused. I mean, I'm assuming this is for players who just started the game immediately after exiting 76. Interesting. Good bug fix. Just funny how people found that. Says general power armor, fix an issue affecting power armor frames that could prevent players from exiting their power armor. I never had this issue, but this is a good bug fix. I'm glad they had that fixed. Nuke silos. Flipboards inside nuke silos no longer display portions of launch codes too soon after the codes were reset this week for the week. Alright, I like that fix. I like it. Players can no longer continuously disarm the same grenade trap. I've also never had this issue. I feel like traps don't work for me. I feel like if I walk onto a trap, it doesn't go off, or if I set up a trap, it doesn't work. So I feel like it never works. So yeah, cool. Yeah, that's it for general. Camp, workshops, and crafting. Camp. Moving camp locations not correctly. Moving standalone items built the player into the menu stored tab. Alright, I like this. This is on PS4. Wiles will no longer float in midair while attempting to connect two or more turrets, or two more objects. Turrets will no longer become invisible. Players not present in the camp within turrets destroyed. Alright, cool. I like all these updates. Yeah, none of them really affect me. I've never complained or seen many of these issues, so I'm good. I like them. Perks. Perk cards. Ranking up a perk card will no longer cause a duplicate card to appear. Ranking up a perk card will no longer cause a duplicate card to appear. Not sure what they mean by this. I do have a lot of dupes already. I'm not sure if this is what they're talking about. But if that is what they're talking about, that's great. Perfect. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what they will do to fix dupes, because I got some of my dupes from my packs. So if they kind of get rid of the dupes, then they're kind of just deleting my perk cards without refunding me like a perk card. So I'm not sure what the fix is for this, but yeah, or my dupes. So yeah. Social, it says. Teams. Fix an issue that could prevent a team from being correctly formed in-game world after creating the team on the main menu when both players are using new characters. Nice. Teams. Display durations for social notification has been reduced. Reduced when menu notifications are pending. This should help address an issue in which players did not see the successful join the team. Alright, good. I like those updates. Survival. It says, why are these blank? Oh, they messed up here with font issues. They chose a white font for a white background. It's a noob editor 101. As I was saying, mutations. The electrically charged and unstable isotope mutations no longer provide the player with bonus health. Okay, nice. Not sure why they. Not sure if this is a bug or if they just nerfed it, but cool. Okay, I like this. 1 minute instead of 10 minutes. I like that. On PC, cursor position. So those for the AFK. On PC, cursor position will no longer be disjointed in clicks. On the Atomic Shop and using 610 resolution. Good. Red crosshairs. Okay, this I like. I like this a lot because I saw this all the time and it confused the snap out of me where the enemies were. So I always had to use my VATS to just locate them because my cursor was confusing the snap out of me. Red crosshairs and enemy health bars will no longer persist on screen when enemies are no longer in view. Perfect. Localization. Subtitles will now appear correctly in English. Voiceover will play for game clients in languages that do not have their own localized voiceover when listening to a holotape or interacting with robots. Nice. Fixed. I like that. Pip-Boy. Fix an issue that would cause duplicate data to appear on the Pip-Boy stat and effect interfaces. Awesome. Respawn. Dying with severely overcumbered will no longer remove all map markers when attempting to respawn. Instead, player can now respawn in the nearest. Awesome. I like that. Good, good. Quest objective notifications no longer appear on inactive quests immediately upon connecting to a world. Quest objective notifications. Yeah, I've never had this issue, so awesome. Overall, cool updates. I like it. Main takeaways are going to be for me the red crosshair. It'll also be the duplicate perk cards. I'm not sure what they mean by that, but I have about 3 duplicate perk cards. My main one being my stim weight remover, rate lower, meds weight lower perk card that lowers the weight of your meds. I can't speak. And it's gonna also be the biggest one for me. Will be the Will be the stash amount. It's gonna be a great one. And that's gonna be my number 1. My number 2 is going to be that red crosshair. And number 3 for me will be the automatic weapon. Those will be my top 3 main takeaways. Curious to see how the bot loot's gonna look. Not sure if it's reducing or adding or fixing the issue where they just don't show up. So, yeah, guys, that's the main takeaways. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to my Fallout update for patch 1.0.2.0. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Till later. Have a good time, guys, in West Virginia. Peace.